how I helped 10 beginners make $5,000 to $20,000 per real estate deal in less than 90 days, all with just 8 to 10 hours of work per week. Take a look at them. What you're seeing are just a small percentage of my mentor students who have successfully made anywhere from $5,000 to $20,000 plus per real estate deal in less than 90 days. All of them were beginners in my techniques when they started working with me, and most of them secured deals in under 90 days. Some of them did it in less than a month. 100% of them followed the blueprint and the instructions that I gave them. And best of all, they were not only able to do these deals remotely, but efficiently. All of the real estate investing I teach to beginners requires, on average, less than 10 hours of work per deal. You can check out over 160 documented student success stories at this link here. So how about it? What would you do if you could make an extra $5,000 on a deal with just a few short hours of work? How about $20,000 to $30,000? For some people, that's almost what they usually make in 6 months or a year. And yet, I've seen hundreds of my own mentor students accomplish this over and over again. My name is Joe Crump, and today I'm going to walk you through the quickest way to generate some fast cash as a real estate investor. This strategy requires none of your own cash or credit to facilitate and can be done from anywhere at any time without you even having to visit the property. These deals are low risk, high margin, and can be done in any market. It doesn't matter whether the home prices are high or low or where the current interest rates are. Why? Because this strategy is one of my proprietary zero down structures that I teach in my mentor program in the Zero Down Accelerator. This strategy has nothing to do with the price of homes, nor is it affected by interest rates. It's a transaction that operates between you and the seller. I'll show you exactly how to negotiate terms and structure deals like this so that you can walk away with $5,000 to $30,000 plus paydays. It's September of 2023, and interest rates are now above 8% for the average American. The median home prices of the United States today is $440,000. You can personally take advantage of the real estate market, profit from high home prices, and be able to help home sellers and buyers in the process. In a few minutes, I'll demonstrate why this approach is superior to wholesaling and flipping. This is the best strategy for any real estate investor right now in 2023, beginner or advanced. Here's where we're at with the interest rates right now. It's not something that's going to change anytime soon. For many, things seem hopeless. But for the informed individual, like yourself, this is an opportunity. I'll explain exactly how it works in a moment, but this might be for you if, one, you're an existing real estate investor looking to get more creative with your deals and looking for a way to leverage zero down methods for property acquisition. Or two, you're completely new to real estate. You've never done a deal and are looking for the best way to get started. Maybe you just work a full-time job right now and want to get into real estate investing so you can have the liberty to quit your job and have financial freedom. Why the for rent method is perfect for beginners. After many years of teaching real estate investing to hundreds of students in my 6-month mentor program, I found that the for rent method is the easiest and fastest way to start making money when you're just starting out. The for rent method is the zero down structure I've been alluding to this entire time. It's simply the best method that exists out there for beginners. I say this because I want to see you win. Too many real estate mentors out there teach techniques like wholesaling as a way to get started in real estate. And while there's nothing wrong with wholesaling homes, it's becoming increasingly difficult to find wholesale deals in today's climate. In order to wholesale a deal profitably, you have to acquire a property for significantly less than it's worth. But the market is good. It's easy to sell property right now. Desperate sellers are fewer and farther between than they are in tougher times. We still find them and buy them. I'm not saying they don't exist. But what if you could get the average seller more money for their property? What if you could help them avoid giving their money away to a real estate agent? There are only two reasons why people sell their home on terms. One, need, and two, greed. I found that there are 20 times as many people who want to make more money than want to give their house away out of desperation. 20 times more leads, 20 times more opportunities for a payday for you as an investor. That's the for rent method. We can help both types of sellers, both need and greed. That's why the for rent method is perfect as a way to get started with investing in real estate right now in 2023. Here's exactly how it works. Let's say, for example, you take a for sale by owner property, for sale with a full asking price of $450,000. Step one, you get control of the property using an assignable lease option agreement. This is a one-page, no-fluff, straightforward purchase agreement that makes it legal for you to sell the property at a profit without the need for a license. It typically takes anywhere from 30 to 60 days to get control of your first property. Step two, once you control the property, you raise the price by 10% to $495 and find a lease option buyer for the property. This takes 3 weeks on average. The reason you can raise the price slightly above market value is because you're selling the property on terms. Step three, once you find a lease option buyer, you collect a down payment / lease option fee from that new buyer, typically 10% down, half in cash and half as a note. This would be $24,750 in cash at closing and $24,750 as a promissory note as down payment assistance to the buyer on a $495,000 deal. That would leave $450,000 for the seller, which is what you promised. That's the entire deal. You just made $24,750 cash at closing and $24,750 as a promissory note that pays you $500 to $600 per month for the next 4 years, all in under 90 days. You got in and out with $45,000 profit in a few weeks without putting up any of your own money and without using your credit or income verification. The whole deal typically takes 8 to 10 hours of your time over a few weeks. And it doesn't just work in high-end markets. What I'm talking about here can be done with a $150,000 property as easily as a $700,000 property. It doesn't matter if the house is $50,000 or $5 million. It's the same strategy. This is why I highly encourage every new mentor student to do the for rent method to get to that first paycheck in a few short months. Getting that first deal is vital because it gives you the confidence to start doing deals like this every week, consistently, reliably, and ultimately on autopilot. It takes my students an average 3 to 4 months from the moment you start making offers to closing your first deal using the for rent method. And yes, I've had a lot of students do it in a few days or weeks, but they're the exception, not the rule. The good news is this method can work for you too, as long as you're willing to put in the work. You're not just collecting a 5-figure paycheck, but monthly passive income, all within a few months of putting the for rent method to work for you. How to succeed. The key to making all this work is having the ability to communicate and structure these deals properly. That's why I put together the Zero Down Investing Accelerator, my step-by-step 6-month mentor program designed to equip you with the confidence and skill you need to go out there and make these deals a reality and do it over and over again. I supply you with everything you need, the content, contracts, agreements, auto marketer, and all the strategies you need to make these deals happen. It's one thing to understand conceptually how this works. It's another thing to actually walk a seller through this process and compel them to want to do the deal with you. My training is what I like to call stupid proof, meaning if you follow my instructions exactly, you can't screw it up. I've got over 160 documented student success stories on video that prove it. And they're just a fraction of my successful students over the years that I've been teaching. My name is Joe Crump, and I've been a real estate investor and mentor for close to 40 years. When I started, I built a $17 million real estate business in 3 years, starting from scratch. In 1991, I lost it all because of wishful thinking and stupid but common mistakes. Unfortunately, I still see investors make these same mistakes every day. My ignorance and hubris trashed my credit, emptied my bank account, and caused me a great deal of humiliation. With no money and no credit, I had to start over from scratch. I needed a new way to invest because banks wouldn't touch me. That's when I developed the pillars of the zero down investing framework. I teach it and use it every day. Over the years, I've trained hundreds of people in my techniques and led them to real estate success. If you'd like to learn more about how the for rent method works and how you can take home $20,000 plus lease option paychecks, feel free to book a call with us right now. Here's a link. You might also want to take a look at this income earnings disclaimer. It's required by the FTC on any business opportunity or training program. All right, I hope that helps. Good luck.